Pour combien de trajets? Did you catch that? Because if you're standing at the Paris metro ticket counter, that's one of the first things someone might ask you. And when it happens, most travelers freeze. You step up to the counter, the person behind the glass asks you something in rapid French. There's a line forming behind you. People are waiting, and suddenly, your mind goes completely blank. Not because your French is bad, it's because the Paris metro moves fast, and if you don't know the few sentences that matter, the moment becomes stressful very quickly. In the last video, we covered the sentences that help you survive a French hotel, but underground in Paris, things move faster. So in this video, I'll walk you through a real Paris metro trip step by step. Buying a ticket, finding the right line, and getting help when you're unsure. 8 short sentences, so when someone asks you something, you already know what to say. Let's start with the very first moment every metro trip begins with, buying your ticket. And there's one small question metro employees often ask that catches most travelers completely off guard. We'll get to that in a moment. So, let's set the scene. You arrive at the metro station. You see ticket machines everywhere. But sometimes it's easier to speak to the person at the counter. This moment happens quickly. And if people are waiting behind you, it can feel stressful. But the interaction is actually very simple. Almost every time, it starts with the same 2 sentences. The first one is the absolute basic sentence. Bonjour, une carte Navigo, s'il vous plaît. Bonjour, une carte Navigo, s'il vous plaît. It means, hello, a Navigo card, please. Notice how the voice goes down slightly at the end. In French, most statements finish with the following intonation. Bonjour, une carte Navigo, s'il vous plaît. Say it calmly, one short sentence. If reading French feels difficult, just read the line below like English. It's written to sound very close to French. Since 2026, paper metro tickets no longer exist. To buy your transport pass, you first need this card. It costs €2 and it holds your digital trips. The mistake most travelers make? They often forget the greeting. In France, conversations always start with bonjour. Skipping it can feel abrupt. Now, if you're staying a bit longer, you'll want to say this instead. 10 trajets, s'il vous plaît. 10 trips, please. The ZH spelling in the line below represents the sound you hear in words like vision, closure, so this zh sound. If you're staying in Paris for a few days, buying a pack of 10 digital trips is cheaper than buying them one by one. You will sound like someone who knows how the system works. It sounds very natural. Many travelers still ask for a pack of tickets. The employee will understand. But today, they usually talk in terms of rides. Earlier, I mentioned there's a small question that often surprises travelers. This is usually the moment after you ask for your Navigo card. The employee types something for a second, then they look up and ask, Combien de trajets? They'll usually say it quickly. It means how many trips? They want to know how many digital tickets to load onto your card. How you answer? Very simply, un seul, just one. 2, 2. 3, 3. Many travelers freeze here. They just wanted a pass and suddenly they are asked a question with a word they might not know, trajet. The question isn't difficult. The problem is that travelers expect a physical ticket, not a number of rides. Once you expect the word trajet, the pressure goes away. By the way, if you're worried about remembering these phrases while you're actually underground, I've put them all on a digital survival card for you. I'll show you how to get it later in the video, but first, let's look at the next phrase. Once you have your card loaded, the next step is finding your way. You walk toward the metro map, and suddenly there are more than a dozen different lines, different colors, different directions, trains arriving every few minutes. This is the moment many travelers start to feel lost. And there's one metro question locals often ask here that completely confuses visitors. We'll get to that in a moment. First, just like any other metro system, each line runs in two opposite directions. So the question isn't just which line do I take, it's also which direction. Here is how to ask for your way simply. Où est la ligne 4? Où est la ligne 4? Where is line 4? Short and clear. And since this is a question, let your intonation rise at the end. Où est la ligne 4? Use it if you're inside the station and can't find the platform for your metro line. Large Paris stations can have several corridors and signs. Metro staff and locals hear this question all the time. Most tourists try to explain their whole route. You don't need to. Just ask where the line is. Once you're at the platforms, you might need this specific detail. Opéra, c'est dans quelle direction? Which way is Opéra? Mention the station you're going to and ask, c'est dans quelle direction? Use it once you've found your line but need to know which side to take. And remember, every metro line runs in two directions. So to a local, this simply sounds like someone making sure they're on the right side. This is a very normal metro question. Most travelers only look for the line number. The final destination of the train is what tells you the direction. And if you still have doubts before stepping onto the train, just ask this. Cette ligne va à Montmartre? Cette ligne va à Montmartre? It means, does this line go to Montmartre? You can simply replace Montmartre with the name of the station you're going to. Use it if you're unsure you're on the correct train. You can ask a nearby passenger or a metro employee. People will understand you're just checking you're on the right train. It's very common in busy stations. Most travelers say nothing and just hope they're on the right train. A quick question like this removes all doubt. But the Paris Metro often means changing lines, and that's where things can suddenly get a bit more complicated. Sometimes a metro trip isn't just one train. You might need to change lines, follow long corridors, look for new platforms, and this is where travelers often slow down, because suddenly the station signs feel harder to follow. This is usually the moment people ask someone nearby for help. And this is also where locals sometimes ask a question back, which can confuse visitors. Let's look at the phrases that help in this moment. But first, always start with this. Excusez-moi, excusez-moi, excuse me. The skew syllable in the how to say it section is not exactly skew, but skew. Still, if you say skew, people will understand perfectly. Use it whenever you ask someone for help, a metro employee or another passenger. It shows you're politely asking for someone's attention. In France, this small phrase makes conversations smoother. Many travelers start asking a question immediately, but starting with excusez-moi feels much more natural. Then, to find your transfer, simply say où est la correspondance pour la ligne 4? Où est la correspondance pour la ligne 4? It means, where is the transfer to line 4? Use it when you need to change metro lines. In large stations, this often means walking through corridors to reach another platform. People will immediately understand you're looking for where to change trains. It's a very common question in the metro. Many travelers try to explain their whole route, but that's not necessary. Just ask where the transfer is. And of course, for the final touch, merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. It means thank you very much. Use it after someone helps you, whether it's a metro employee or another passenger. people will simply hear a polite traveler. And in France, a little politeness goes a long way. There is one more important thing. I mentioned earlier that there's a question locals often ask in the metro that confuses many visitors. This is actually the moment when it happens. You ask someone for directions, they pause for a moment, and then they ask, Vous allez où? Vous allez où? It simply means, where are you going? They're just asking for your destination. The easiest way is simply to say the name of the place you're going to, without worrying about a full sentence or verb conjugation. For example, La Tour Eiffel, le Louvre, l'Arc de Triomphe. And just like that, you've moved through the Paris metro the same way locals do. Calm, simple, one short exchange at a time. Think about what just happened. You've just completed a real Paris metro trip. Buying your ticket, finding the right line, getting help when you need it. All with just 8 short sentences. But more importantly, 8 moments you can now recognize before they happen. And that's the real difference. Most travelers don't freeze because French is difficult. They freeze because they don't know what comes next. Now you do. So the next time someone asks you something in the Paris metro, you know exactly what to say. But there's one part of the Paris metro that still takes travelers by surprise: the announcements inside the train. They happen fast, and if you don't recognize them, you might miss something important. Sometimes it's the last stop on the line, sometimes it's a service change, and most visitors don't realize what was said until it's already too late. I don't want you to have to rewatch this video while standing on a crowded platform trying to understand what the announcement just said. That's why I created this. It's a phone-first guide called the Paris Metro Survival Card. It shows the 7 announcements travelers hear most often in the metro and what they actually mean. You save it to your phone, and when you hear an announcement, you just glance at your screen. No stress, no freezing. Download it below and save it on your phone before your trip, so the next time you hear a metro announcement, you'll know exactly what it means.